And to this point in 2023, we have answered over 750 requests for assistance involving over 1,050 adults, 550 children, and over $50,000 in food vouchers that are supplied to No Frills in Spryfield, and over $1,000 in aid with prescriptions to the local pharmacies so far. All of this money is raised by donations, as well as many private donations from individuals and through your very generous support from Stella Maris Parish, for which we are extremely grateful.
Hello, dear friends. I'm honored today to have a conversation with Carl Lawrence, who's the president of the local conference of the St. Vincent de Paul Society. Carl has a special love for people on the margins of our community. And Carl, you have passed that on not only to others who know you, but right in your own family. And so God bless you, my brother. It's a pleasure to have this conversation with you. I've asked Carl to speak with me today because not only do I love the work that St. Vincent de Paul does around our community, around Halifax in general, around the world, but I would say there's something in the DNA of St. Vincent de Paul that is so humble that most people have no idea of the incredible work that the Society does around the community. So I wanted to speak to Carl briefly so we can learn from him a little about what St. Vincent de Paul Society does, and perhaps you can tell us around, a little about where your needs are or what specific ask you might have for us as a parish.
Okay.
Over to you, my brother.
All right, thank you. I have a little bit of a prepared speech because I'm not really an off-the-cuff thing. But as Father said, my name is Carl Lawrence. I am the president. The Society is an international organization of Catholic lay people who serve those in need on a person-to-person basis, one-on-one. Founded by Frederick Ozanam in Paris following the teachings of St. Vincent de Paul, it began in Halifax in 1853 and currently has 17 conferences serving Halifax, Bridgewater, Amherst, Truro, Wolfville, and beyond. Our mission is to serve and to minister to all persons in need, making no distinctions of creed, ethnic, or social background, health, gender, or political opinions, and to promote their dignity in accordance to Christian values. Vincentians believe that they are serving Christ when they are serving people in need, that no work of charity is foreign to the Society, and we will help in any way that we can. Our St. Michael's Conference covers the entire area serviced by Stella Maris Parish, from the Armdale Roundabout to the water's edge at Heron Cove and Sambro. And to this point in 2023, we have answered over 750 requests for assistance involving over 1,050 adults, 550 children, and over $50,000 in food vouchers that are supplied to No Frills in Spryfield, and over $1,000 in aid with prescriptions to the local pharmacies so far. All of this money is raised by donations, as well as many private donations from individuals and through your very generous support from Stella Maris Parish, for which we are extremely grateful. November 19th has been designated as the World Day of the Poor by Pope Francis, and we ask you to remember the poor in your prayers and consider assisting the Society through showing Christ's love of the poor in your day-to-day activities. We also operate in the area special works in that hand in hand in Spryfield is one of our St. Vincent de Paul charities. Also, we are associated with Hope Cottage in Halifax. Hope Cottage provides meals to over 200 people per day, Monday to Friday, at no charge, and to all who come to the door. And now they have another project that is getting underway next to Hope Cottage, and it's a new apartment building that will provide permanent housing in the form of 38 single low-income affordable housing units. And you should watch for updates on TV on the project. And did you know that at the present time there are over 1,000 registered homeless people in HRM? We have a very dedicated group of volunteers whose mission it is to provide food to those in need in the entire area covered by the new boundaries of Stella Maris Parish, many of whom have served for many years, and they range in age from 16 to 92. And so we want anyone who is able to join our society. We are multi-talented, multicultural, multilinguistic, and we welcome all who show an interest in our society. On November 12th, there is a ministry fair at Stella Maris after the 10 a.m. Mass, and I invite you to come and meet us at our table. We can be contacted by phone numbers listed on the Stella Maris website. Donations to the food banks are very important too. Donations of money to the food banks are helpful as well. Clothing for children, especially winter coats, mittens, toques, footwear, are often out of reach after rent is paid and the food is purchased. Donate them to Hand in Hand, and anyone who can't afford clothing will have an opportunity to choose some at Hand in Hand. Since the arrival of COVID-19, unfortunately, we are not making home visits as we did before. This is to protect the people that we are serving as well as the volunteers that are coming to the home. We do still make personal contact by phone, and we will speak to you, listen to your situation, and then assess it and drop off a voucher to customer service at no frills. All the client has to do is show their ID to claim the voucher. So far, as I said, in 2013, there have been over 700 calls involving over 1,000 adults and 550 children. All the money that we are using for this cause is coming directly from donations. It's not coming out of any church finances or anything like that, or any government organizations. This is all people helping people. We want the association to get known, the society become known. The needs are getting greater and greater all the time, and it's not showing any signs of letting up. Mm-hmm. The only thing that we can do is continue to bring in more volunteers and keep the good works going for as long as we possibly can. There is no time when anybody will ever be turned away from our organization due to lack of funds. Our main purpose is to serve food, and after I took on this role, I found that we were running into more and more people who now could not afford their medications, even though they're on pharmacare and they're paying 30% and that sort of thing. They just didn't have 30%. And we talked to people and they'd say, well, I'm just not getting my medications anymore, or I'm cutting them in half. So we have decided that nobody that we know of will ever go without their medications for lack of funding. So if you have a problem or you know somebody who's having a problem with that, contact us. You'll get a call right back. Yeah. And the work is ongoing.
It certainly is. Thank you, Carl, for your leadership. I attended the meeting last week with the St. Vincent de Paul Society, and there's just such a beautiful sense of service around the table that evening, and I know it's being lived out in the community. Yeah. And in large part, I know how much leadership matters. So thank you for your leadership of the St. Vincent de Paul Society here locally, this particular conference, and we're very thankful for you. I will leave on the bottom your email address and the St. Vincent de Paul phone number, so that'll be right on the bottom of your screen here now.
Watch for updates on it. We have some of our volunteers are working on a new email address for us. We're running into situations where we have immigrant families whose English is not their first language, and we are developing a website now that they can contact us in their own language, and we can translate it. and then we can still get back to them. And if there is somebody in our organization who speaks their language, we, of course, will direct them to them.
Excellent. And we will have a link right on our parish website that will click on the St. Vincent de Paul link, and you'll go directly to that website.
Sounds good.
Thank you, my dear man. God bless you.
Thank you.
Okay, take care.
Okay.